Good morning, everybody. Happy Wednesday. I hope you're all having a good morning. I think I said in yesterday's video that it was Tuesday, but it was, Monday, but it was actually Tuesday. I hope I didn't confuse anybody that had visited me. So anyway, I hope you're all doing well. And I'm still working on my embroidery journal by French Cottage Shabby. And if you weren't at the last video, I made a little embroidery book, and I made a little envelope yesterday to go with it after I got off camera. This is an envelope I had gotten from a freebie on Daisy's Facebook site. So if you're not on French Cottage Shabby, Daisy's Facebook group, you can go and answer the questions and join, because she has a lot of freebies. She's very, very generous. And I'll also leave the link to her website where you can get her golden membership or purchase any of her kits. Okay? So this is the little envelope that I made for the little embroidery, little needle book we made yesterday. And I did add a few things. So what I did was I took the envelope and I just made like a little gusset on the sides with these, which come in one of her kits. And I'll leave the link below to this. I love these. I keep these on hand all the time. I'm actually running out. But I use them for collage and all sorts of things. So anyway, I use those for gussets on the side of this particular envelope so that it would fit in nicely. And when I stitched the 3 pamphlet stitch into the needle book, I did it on the outside so I could use this for the closure. Okay, and I put the little pink button there. And then you open it up, and there's our first page where we put those 2 little pieces that we cut out of the other one, which I think looks really nice and makes it really look. And the New York Embroidery House, remember, we cut that off. If you weren't here, then that's what we did for that. And then you open it up, and I did put an embroidery needle in, and I left some thread in it so that I would know that that was the embroidery needle. And then I put a little bit of lace down here and 2 little safety pins, because I like to safety pin things when I'm doing my slow stitch. And over here, I made this little collaged journaling card with some fussy cuts. This was a fussy cut out of a mistake I made when I printed. And so there's like those embroidery pieces, and then this flower here that I just put on top after I collaged these onto this. It was just a piece of cardstock that I collaged everything onto. And then I took all these pieces, they're just some laces, some vintage and antique laces, and a little piece from a table. It was like a long table scarf that I cut all the little round pieces out of, because some of them were really stained. And then another little piece of vintage lace and some antique lace. And then this piece here isn't, it's not vintage or antique. It's just a piece that I have that's embroidered. And then a piece of fabric that I thought would be pretty to do some slow stitching. And then this is some vintage lace. And then this is some vintage sheet that I have that I've been cutting up and using for my slow stitch. And then there's another piece that's just white. And so I use this sort of as like a fabric sample card, if you will. And what I did was I stitched it on the longest stitch here, and I left these threads. I didn't back stitch. So all you have to do is take this little piece right here, and all I'd have to do is take my seam ripper and just undo that, and it would come right off because it's on the longest stitch. You can't see it really on the back, but that's what I did so that that would come off very easily. And that tucks right inside this pocket that we had made on video. And you can go back one video if you want to see how this is constructed. It's a very long video and I'm very sorry. And so then it just closes up, and on the back I put that little hat like I did on this page. I put these there, those there, and then I think on this, no, this page opens up. There it is. So I can put some notes and things there, and I put this, just collage these out of a mistake I had made when I was printing. So that's how it goes. But it's really cute. I love it. And it's really small. It's something you could definitely fit in your handbag or in your slow stitch bag. And yeah, it's a little needle book. And this is just a piece of vintage quilt that I put here for the needles. But I love it. Oh, and I use some of the sewing paper. I just collaged that on there. And then they're just supposed to put that inside. So far, I'm so loving this journal. I am having so much fun with it. And I have so much to do. But that's okay. I'll get it done. I have a collaboration video for tomorrow. So what I do is I go around twice when I tie. So I don't need like 5 thumbs to close it. And this is just wax linen thread. And you just go like this and tie it up and put it back in its little pouch, like so. You could do this with any envelope. I just really liked this envelope that Daisy had, and I did have it printed and in my Daisy file, so, well, French Cottage Shabby file. And it slides right in there nicely with the gusset that I put on there. And then I put a little brad there and put the little circle for under the feet so it wouldn't get caught up or anything. And then you just wind it around and go around the heart. Little charm the brad that I put there. And that's it. And that's how it goes. I did leave a little bit. I didn't fold this all the way like down. I left it a little bit like I put a little square type on the top so it would fit nicely. Okay, so today we're going to make something a little bit different. We're going to make some envelopes that are going to get put together, and then they're going to be able to go over a page. So I chose these from one of her new kits. Oh my gosh, I just lost the name of it. I should have written it down. I'll put it in the description box below. I got this from her Golden Club kit. Oh, I can't remember the name of it. But I thought it was perfect because it, you know, it's like the Fabric General Store. So I thought that would be perfect for this. And this is how it comes. I've already cut this one up. And I just backed it with my own. This is just something I scanned. It's like some fabrics and laces that I have that I scanned. So I just backed it with that. Not for any reason. You're not going to really see it. It's just that's what I had when I went to print these. And I thought, well, I'll just print them on the back of that. So those scissors are too small. That will take forever. So this is how they come, but I did have to shorten it down so that it would fit around my page. And I'll show you another one that I made earlier. But I wanted to make another one so that you could see how they were made. So I'd have one for each signature. These envelopes are beautiful. I love them. And they're in her new kit. And oh my gosh, wait till you see that new kit. I'll be using it again. But for this specific thing, I wanted to use these envelopes from this kit. And I didn't have any more of her pastel. Well, I did, but it was the yellow, and I didn't want to use that. But you're not going to, you won't see what's inside anyway, but I did want to back it just in case. You'll see a little bit of it, but not much. I mean, you could use anything to back it with, or you don't have to back it at all. I'm going to save that little piece because I might need it, and I might not. So, unfortunately, I can't make it exactly the way it is. I do have to cut it down a little bit, but that's okay. The only thing I have to cut down is this. But I wanted to show you how nicely the envelope goes together when you do make it the regular way, which I will do it the next time. But for this time, for what I want to make, I'm going to do it this way. And I forgot my ink, but I think I might have, I do have it beside me. So we'll take those off. And what I have to take off is this piece, because I have to make it this big. This is one of the envelopes, and this is the other. Let me just fold this in half to make sure that that's what I have to take off. I might have to take a little bit more off. I don't have to take the bottom off. The bottom can still stay so that we can glue it like that. But this side we'll just have to glue up, and as opposed to having this be able to fold in and glue to that, I do have to cut it off so it will fit the page. But just let me see how much I need to cut off, which is that much. And you'll see when we're done what I'm doing, because I already did make one. And I wanted another one. The other one's different. I used different papers of daisies to do that. But when I saw these envelopes, I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to use them. I wanted to use almost the whole kit, but I was like, I have to save it for another journal. So there we go. So I just basically cut off that little piece where you could fold it in. Otherwise, it's the same. And I'm just going to now match that side by doing that. Okay? So that's how it's going to go. Just going to fold this over a little bit more. Right on that edge. And I might have to just fold that over a little bit, which is fine, because then that will give us a little edge to fold in. Yeah, so we can glue that. Let me just make sure I'm folding it in enough. Yep, there we go. And then I have to fold this up like this. This was just me playing with all of my fabrics and things. I do like to scan like my collage boards and things to be able to use over and over. My lace boards, I'll use my lace boards, but then but I scan them before I use them so that I can use them for backgrounds and things like that. So that looks good. So now I think I'll fold this just a little bit back this way. I think that goes like that. And I'll just cut that off. Yeah, that looks better. There we go. I'll just cut this off. It just didn't look right when I looked at the other side. That looks better. So let me just cut this little piece off. I'm really sorry about my croaky voice, but I really did want to visit with you all and say hello and let you all know that I'm still okay. I'm very tired, but it's okay. So, let's see. This little piece. I'm going to go ahead and take that piece off. So yeah, that's basically all I'm doing is taking that piece off so it fits my pages the way I need them to, because it's going to be a wraparound pocket. It's going to wrap around the page. Okay? Yeah, so that's good. So that will glue down. Let me just fold this down. Isn't that beautiful? Oh my goodness, these are so gorgeous. Thank you, Daisy. She does such a beautiful job. That needs to just, actually it needs to, let's see. Yeah, it needs to be cut just a little bit. Okay. So now we have two pockets, okay? This one folded down to here. This one folds down to here. Just gotta make sure they're the same size. Well, they're close enough. It doesn't, I don't care that one is taller than the other at all. The other ones I made the same size. So now you have two envelopes, okay? So now I'm just going to glue them up. Put a little bit of glue in here. This is almost empty. Just gonna shake it up a little bit. In the mornings, I don't know, my glues take a while. I think it's because we turn the air conditioning down at night. Because this usually comes right out. I'm trying to use up my art glitter glue because I really like the BLE Arts. So I'm going along this edge. Hope you can see everything fine. Go along there. And then I'm going to just put my glue in here and go along here. There. So there's one done. Well, not completely. I still have to put a little bit of lace on that. And again, I will put some glue here. Oh. Maybe it's almost empty. I have a refill bottle. That's why I want to use it up. Maybe I'll just use my Fabri-Tac. It's almost empty. So I hope you're all enjoying your morning, and I hope that you're able to craft. And I hope that you'll visit me tomorrow for the collaboration. I have a really good video. Well, I hope so. I really hope so. It will really help people. I think I need to cut this now that I do. Now that I have altered Daisy's work, I'm going to have to cut this here. But you won't have to if you're just making the envelope, but I need it to wrap around my page. So I had to do it like that. And I'm going to cut this to match the other side. If you will. And since this is coming up so high, I think I'll put a notch in it. It wouldn't be coming up so high if I were making it the right way, but I'm not. I'm altering Daisy's work, but she won't mind. Where's my, oh, here it is. So I'm just gonna make a notch in here so that we can get things in easily. I'm glad I did this before I glued it. The other one I'm not gonna be able to do, so I hope it's okay. Here we go. Yeah, we'll be able to get things in and out easily. And this one's fine. That one worked out okay. Just have to put a little bit more glue up there. That art glitter glue didn't work very well. I mean, it did, it just wasn't coming out very well. There we go. For this one, I think I'll push it just a little bit to make it so that it doesn't, because it is up kind of high now. But I'll show you something. When you do press it, just kind of push it a little bit in like this, and it will leave you with enough space to get it in and out. See how it now like bows a little bit, which will make it better and easier for you to get things in and out of it. I mean, I'm not going to put, I'll probably put like a card or some sort in there. And just let me just trim this side up a little bit. There. So, oh my gosh, that's so beautiful. Okay. And this one is fine. This one you can get things in and out of very easily, because I didn't have to alter it as much as I did the other one. Okay, so now we have those two envelopes. I just want to add a little bit of lace to those. So I already pulled out the lace so that the video wouldn't be so long. Otherwise, it will take me forever to choose. So I'm just going to get the right side. That's the right side. Yes, yes. Okay, let me just put a little bit of Fabri-Tac on here. What time is it? 23. Okay, I'm just going to have a little bit of a drink. I have to move down because my water's way down here. Excuse me. Thank you. I can't keep my water near what I'm working on. Oh, there's my pen. Maybe that's why the glue's not working well. No, I can feel it. It's pretty empty. I'll have to fill it. Actually, I got some new smaller bottles, so I'll fill those. Because this one is too big, and I'm always afraid I'm going to put too much out of it. So I'm going to go like this. I'm just going to put it right here along that edge. just like tapping it without getting a lot out. I'm just gonna make sure there isn't a lot there. There's nothing hardly. Oops. I did a really good job not putting too much down. I don't know why I just went all the way up there. Let's go down here. I have to have it in a certain place. Let's see. Right there. And I'll save that little piece for a collage and make another lace board. But it's really fun to scan all of these. They come out really nice. I'll use my sewing scissors for this. And I'll save that. And there we go. There. There's one. That's so sweet. I might even put a couple of, sew some buttons on there as well. But not now. Now let me do the other one. It's easier for me to see where the bend is when I do it this way. So I'll just go across with just a little bit, not too much. And we don't need the ruler anymore. I'm just letting that sit for a minute. Sometimes it helps with the glue not getting through the lace. Just let me turn this a little bit to see where the pattern is. Make sure I'm on the right side. It's this side. Is it? Nope, I was right the first time. Sometimes it's hard to tell. I'll pull this down so I don't waste any. There we go. So pretty. Yep, no glue. So sometimes if you just wait a minute, yeah, it won't come through, especially when you have such a sheer lace. There. And let me just fix that piece. There. So pretty. Love it. Whoops, this needs to come up just a little bit. Hold on. Hold on one second. There. I don't know if you could see that in the camera, but it wasn't right along the edge there on that side. Very pretty. I guess I didn't have to really cut those corners, but it's okay. It still looks nice. There. Love these envelopes. Aren't they beautiful? Okay. So now we're going to hinge these together, but I'm going to check and make sure they're going to fit around my page in my journal. So I'm going to bring my journal over here. Find a page. These are the first ones I made. I just have to glue that down a little bit, but these are the first ones I made. I used this pink floral again, and the inside is, I haven't glued these sides yet, but is that, and then this, it's from the same kit. And then I just made 2 envelopes, hinged them together, but I haven't glued these sides up yet because I had to make sure it fit, and it does, so now I can glue them up. So I'll probably put them, I'll probably put this here like this, and that's how it's gonna go. So you'll have an envelope on one side and an envelope on the other. Okay. So just let me make sure that these are going to fit as well, which they will. Okay. Make sure that this one moves. Yep. Okay. So we can close that up. I might cut this down just a little bit more on this side. So I have to go this way though because of the lace. I'm just going to cut it down just a little bit. It shouldn't bother anything, like the glue or anything. I'm just cutting it a little bit. Maybe a teensy tiny bit more. There. No, the glue is still fine. Okay, now I'm positive that they'll wrap around the page good. Okay, so now you have both envelopes like this. You want to turn them like this. And it's okay if one's taller than the other. It's still going to look very nice. And I'm trying to think if I want to use paper or lace on this one. The other one I used paper. But I think I might use the lace on this one. I think that will look good. So we'll just, let me see what I have here. Because I do have the pink paper that we could use. And let's see. I have some more scraps here. I have a scrap of what I scanned. That would look good too. I think I'll use lace. Or I have this scrap too. I printed this and I ran out of ink, so I just used I cut off what wasn't. For the other one I used these, but this isn't tall enough. And then I have these, but I think they might be too pink. It comes with these. The envelopes come on this page. So you get a check. This is from the Shabby 3 Kit Pastel. That's what these are from, and I love them. Everybody should have that. And it comes in that color and then the brown and white, or black and white, I think. Let me just put this in my pin cushion. So yeah, this comes with the 2 envelopes, the check, and a postcard. I can't wait to use it. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I could use these and just back them because you're gonna see one. No, I'm gonna go with the lace because then it would be different colors and that would bug me. So let me just find a piece in here that's going to work. This one will work because it's more sturdy. I didn't want to use the same one because this one is very, like, it's not fragile, but it's very sheer. And that one is a little bit more sturdy. These are all my vintage laces and some of my antique laces. So just cut that little bit of lace off. I know I'm being very picky, but let's just see here. There. Okay. So what do you think? Lace? Yes. I'm going to do the lace because then we don't have to really worry about the other side. It will look fine. So I'll just cut it. I'm going to have to cut it a little bit long. And then I'll cut the excess off. There we go. Okay, so you can use paper, you can use lace. I'm using lace. I'm going to go this way. And I'm only going to go up as far as this envelope. Okay? Well, yeah, I'm only going to go up as far as this envelope. Yes, that's what I'll do. Okay, now I have to put down glue and I have to make sure this is the right side. That was the wrong side. Let me just make sure this is nice and straight. It is. Okay. So I'm going to put some glue on both sides of this. And make sure you leave a gap because you want this to fold over the page. Okay? I'm trying to get these straight. There we go. So I'll just put a little bit because it's lace. And I have to go a little bit wider because make sure I get the whole width of the lace. And let me just let that dry for 1 second. Where is my little spatula? I thought I had it right here. Sorry, I have to keep drinking water. I think that's good. And that's a big enough gap. I think you can see that in the camera. Yep, that was great. Actually, there's no glue coming out. So if you just let it sit for a minute and you don't put a whole lot down, it won't come through. And we're working from the back of the envelopes. See? Just making sure that's down good. I am going to put a couple of little pretty little buttons there, I think. But I won't have to do it on camera. You'll see it the next time. Because I like to sew my buttons on and they take a little bit of time. I'm wondering if I should put 2. I think 1's enough. Let me just lift up this lace and put a little bit more glue under there. I think 1's plenty. It's just the other one I used paper, so. And then after I was done, I was like, I should have used lace, but I like, the paper looks good. I'll show it to you. And it gives you the option too, as the viewer, you know, some more options. Right? Right. So now, let's see. Just put a little bit more under here. I'll just use a piece of paper towel just in case there's any glue there. I don't want to get any on my hands. My little spatula is in my cart and I forgot to drag it over. I just took my glue out of it and what I needed. Oh dear. Okay. And that's it. That's all there is to it. Aren't they beautiful? Oh my goodness, I love them. So then have 2 pockets, and that lace looks like it needs to be glued down a little bit on that side as well. I might as well do it now or I'll forget. Right here on the corner. There we go. Gotta fill my little glue bottles. I just got them. Oh, they're not in there. I thought they were in there. They're not. I do have an older glue bottle, but I got some new ones. And I can see them from here. But I haven't filled them yet. They just came yesterday. So I'll trim that right there. And I will trim this right here. And we'll be done. And I'll show you how it looks on the page. Oops. Got to get a little bit more glue under that lace. I'm so afraid of getting too much that I'm not putting enough. Let me just get some under here. There we go. Maybe I didn't put enough. Oh no, there's some coming through. That looks so nice. I love it. Just get a little bit of this cut off. That edge and this edge. There. And see, that's why you have to keep the gap there, because it's going to wrap around the page. And I'll show you. can't wait to put the little buttons on there. It will look really nice. So, open up our journal. I love how this is coming out so far. So here's the first one I did. And I did use those paper strips like I showed you before. There. Okay. So that one goes into this signature. And then I'll put the other one in the other signature. I haven't sewn them in yet, so I keep them paper clipped. And this one will go inside this signature. Oops, wrong way. It actually goes this way. And that's why it doesn't really matter if one is taller than the other, because one's on one side and one's on the other. Brilliant. I love it. See? So now I've got a pocket on one side and a pocket on the other. Oops, did I glue that down? There. So you've got one pocket here, and this will flip down, and you've got one pocket on this side. And you can glue one side and leave the other side and put like a pocket or something on that if you wanted to, which I might do. That's why I haven't glued the other one down yet. So one may flip and one may stay by its, one will flip and one will stay, if that makes sense. One side I'll glue down, and the other side you'll be able to flip this way, and I'll have maybe a little pocket or something there. I don't know. So that's it for today. I'll take them out so that you can see them. There's one, and there is the other. So they're different, but the same sort of. It's just using, this one I used envelopes, and this one I kind of made the envelopes myself. Just by taking the paper and folding it up and just putting the little divots in. I just haven't glued the sides up yet. And then I put this on this side, and I put this lace on this side, and I used the paper for this side. And I double-sided it so it would be pink on both sides. And that's it. So you can use paper or you can use lace. But that's today's project. I hope you enjoyed that. And please stop by again tomorrow in the next video, unless I do another one today. But I don't think so. I have a lot of work to do. And I do have to rest. So that's it for today, folks. I hope you enjoyed that video and you were inspired in some way. I'm going to leave Scrapbooking with Nilda and my friend Tommy from Paper Crafting with Tommy in the description box below, because I forgot to yesterday. So please visit their channels. They're wonderful gals, and they're really, trying to increase their channels. And also Sugar Crafts, I think it is. I might leave another link below as well. I like to share other people's YouTube links so that you can be inspired by them as well. Okay? And they're all great gals. And they mean a lot to me. One is Jackie Black, and I think she's Sugar Craft Studios. I'm pretty sure, or Sugar Crafts. But anyway, it'll be in the link. And then Nilda is Scrapbooking with Nilda, and Tommy is Paper Crafting with Tommy. I haven't found out how she was doing yet today, but she does have pneumonia, and she was just diagnosed a couple of days ago. So please keep her in your thoughts and prayers, because she is a member of our community, and we have to look out for one another. Okay? So until next time, be well, be safe, be kind, and God bless. Love you all. Bye.